Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 19 carries, 91 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
On second down, here's Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. from the gun. Here's Luck. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. If it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. Josh McCown with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Roethlisberger. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Room here to run. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff to Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. It's complete to Grant. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, here's Love. And he's got his man on the out route. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been devastating.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend, but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Back now in Jacksonville. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Deep ball for Goodwin. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and 2, Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the counter, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Roethlisberger will throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview.